Right, so welcome back to the KA. We are on our way to CRD Performance in Bolton, which is a garage run by my friend Eddie. I say my friend, someone I know called Eddie. I don't really want to call him a friend. And we're going to stick the KA on the dyno and see what the baseline power figure is. Now, I'll get my excuses out of the way first. There's a big blow on the exhaust where you might remember if you've been watching all the videos. The exhaust fell off. Well, Bill welded it up, but there's a little bit he couldn't quite reach, and that sort of broke off as I've been going around the track again. And he's just blowing a little bit, but it is what it is. There's not a lot we can do about it. But I have managed to fix the misfire. So I think it's going to be at near enough full power. So to explain my understanding or my use of a dyno is I'm not chasing brake horsepower figures. I don't care what the number is. That number out of the factory should be 95 brake horsepower on this car, give or take. I don't give a shit if it reads 50 brake horsepower on Eddie's dyno or it reads 150. I'm really not interested how accurate it is or what the maximum power figure is, because it doesn't make any difference. It's nonsense. The maximum power figure will be different on every dyno basically, and it can change depending on weather conditions and things like that. So I'm really not interested in what the maximum brake horsepower figure is, but the reason I'm putting it on the dyno is so we can work out what the power increase is between now as a standard engine and when we do all the work with the cam and everything, so we can work out a percentage increase, because in theory that percentage will be the same no matter what dyno you put it on. And that's how you should be using a dyno. The actual number is insignificant. It makes no difference what the number is. What you should be looking for really is the percentage increase in power, and obviously you've got a nice smooth graph and that it's drivable and it's all tuned properly. That's the point of a dyno, not to get the maximum number. So maybe you're learning this, maybe you think I'm talking bollocks, but I can tell you I'm not. And if you are new to this and you don't really know what I'm going on about, don't chase brake horsepower numbers. If someone says I can get your car to 200 brake horsepower and then someone says well I can get it to 210, it's all rubbish. The actual number doesn't matter. It's doing an honest run for yourself and knowing what your power percentage increase was to know what the benefits of your modifications were. In this particular case, if you tune it for other things like smoothing out the power graph or whatever, then fair enough, but for me we're looking what the power increase is, and that's the point of today. Right, so I thought I'd show you where Eddie's is, just in case anyone ever wants to come and pester him. He loves speaking to customers. So as we're driving through Bolton, I can't remember what this is called, I think this is Manchester Road. You watch out for dickheads pulling out on you like that, and you basically turn opposite this self-storage place here where it says QVS, and that's not his garage. Well, technically it is, but that's not where we're going. We're going to go down here to the bottom, and again there's minimal brain power in this, so you have to be careful in this little area. We'll go past all these cars here, and we'll go into the corner. As you can see, there's an Evo 10, there's a Lotus Elise, many performance vehicles. That lets you know that we're in the right place. And that's it, that's how you get to Eddie.
What's your fire ready? that. What's red? YM. YM.
58
58.
MYO.
MYO.
So where's the power on that?
Well, to do another run. What horsepower there? Yeah, you can call that an efficiency with the machine. It's only to do 95 horsepower, because cars don't do horsepower.
And so there we go, as we sit in sort of the traffic that's building up here on Manchester Road as we leave Eddie's, we'll ponder what we've just witnessed. So what is it we've just seen? Well, surprise surprise, it made nearly the full 95 brake horsepower. 1 brake horsepower down, and that's most likely down to that slight blow on the exhaust. And that's really it. So we're starting with a standard car, and we've got standard factory brake horsepower. So you might have seen Jeremy Clarkson and people like that showing the cars have lost power over time, or whoever you've seen on YouTube showing the cars have lost power over time. And generally that's because there's something wrong with the car. It's not that cars lose power, cars pick up faults. But if you fix all the faults, you'll gain back all your power. So that's the first lesson we've learnt today. And what else have we learnt? Well, we've learnt that we're starting from a completely standard baseline. It's the perfect baseline to work from. So we know that when we retest the power, when we do another run with the modifications on, we know we're getting a true read. Now, again, I'm not really interested in what the power is. That could have read 50, 150 or 94 like it did. Makes no difference to me. And the end figure equally makes no difference. What I'm looking for is the percentage difference between the two. And that's really it. Alright, so that's the end of that video. We'll see you next time. See you in a bit.